Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Deathwish, Hotrods and Kustoms. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup. Mate, how's it been? You good?
Oh, yeah. Just so busy. And we only just finished tour a few days ago. So I'm just it sucks to be back to life, I guess. Back to real adult life. Ugh, it sucks. I hate it. I'm wearing my full tilt jumper in celebration.
Yeah.
In mourning. In mourning of the fact that we're not there right now.
You know, I know the post-gig blues are the worst thing in the world, hey? Even one show, the next day you're like, oh, I'm me.
Truly. It's funny, one of the Instagram stories we posted, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was after Full Tilt. The caption that I wrote was post-concert depression hits different when you're the one playing.
Yeah.
Because I feel especially hitting Full Tilt, which was a bit of a milestone for us, being so different and such a huge atmosphere. Usually I would be at one of those events as a punter, as a member of the audience, and then you've got the next day blues, chilling out, just a little bit sad that it's over. But oh my God, when I tell you that jumping off the stage and everything ensuing after that is just, obviously the whole day was a high, but the next day was just so sad. But we got to play a show the next day, so that kind of lifted the spirits again. Hitting it in the middle of a tour was perfect timing, I must say.
Mate, well, let's bring everyone up to speed here.
Oh, yeah. We're catching up like old mates.
I know, I like that.
Here.
But, obviously we recorded an interview at Full Tilt and Gremlins ate the tape.
So sad. We talked about some good stuff. Plenty of authentic material in there that's just gone to the wind.
Mate, I tell you, when I loaded it up and I was like, all right, here we go. Oh my God, I'm going to edit. And it was like, oh no.
Oh no.
Of Gremlins eating the tape. It happens from time to time, but it was heartbreaking because that was one of my favorite chats of the day.
Oh, it was one of mine as well. I enjoyed it a lot.
But how, apart from playing Full Tilt, how was your Full Tilt experience overall?
Oh, it was brilliant. Apart from playing it, it was so fun. Like I said, being at one of these events on the flip side of the coin, being there as an artist, it just felt so special for not only playing, but also, we got to spend some time with the other acts, and we were we had this our green room was on one of the top levels of the Eaton's Hill Hotel.
Yeah.
And we had this perfect view of the main stage right below. So I have this very, very blissful memory of hanging with our guitarist Brandon, starting to get a little chilly. I put on my Full Tilt hoodie.
One now.
And I've got we got some pizza from one of the stalls, and we sat up on the rooftop, and then we just were eating pizza, watching Thy Art Is Murder, and mate, how's the serenity? I'll tell you that. It was genuinely so blissful. It was so, I think I got a video being pizza in hand, Thy Art Is Murder right here, Brandon's here. So good. Good. Such a good day.
It was. Yeah. You know what? It was. And
fantastic.
it was weird being at a festival like that again.
Oh yeah.
I was like, is this real?
They've been so few and far between. It did not feel. My last festival of that sort of caliber was Good Things 2019, and that might have even been one of my last proper concert experiences before everything happened. So it was biblical being back there.
It was pretty great. It was pretty damn great. And I gotta say, I saw your set and it was fucking incredible.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you liked it.
No, real good.
like really, really good. Like, you know, and you got this energy. You guys got this. I think I said it to you when I, when we were chatting at EATONS, but you've got this special energy. Is it the Red Panther power? You know,
Oh, look.
Where's that come
there's
from?
something in the stitching, man. I don't know what it is. I don't even have a tangible answer for you of where it comes from. I think it's just the unbridled like raw passion that we have for, like, I don't want to sound too floundery, but literally, like, you can ask any of the artists who played on that stage. It's just something hits when you hear the first note of that opening track and you hear people get excited and they cheer for you. And especially being the opening act, look, you've got big shoes to fill at an event like that. I've got to say, it's pretty daunting. I remember being about 20 minutes out from our set and we started walking over to the stage and I was like, oh my God, like this is actually happening. And people were pouring through the entrance and it was raining at the time. It was pissing down and I was so scared of slipping on the stage. And I found out like 10, 15 minutes before we went on, like, oh, your keyboard that was set up on stage, it's been rained on and it's all wet. So I was like, oh shit. And it wasn't even mine. And I was borrowing it. Like it was from the venue. It was such a gorgeous, like, Nord stage.
Yeah.
Keys. And I was like, I furiously went, does someone have a towel? I need to clean this off. And it's, I guess what this is a long way of saying that there are so many factors leading up to that one moment, especially since there was such an anticipation with how long we've waited to get to this event, you know, like since it was announced in December 2020, all the way until April 2022, we'd waited and we'd had this pent up energy of excitement to play this show. And I think that's partially where the energy comes from. But I will say that we try to sort of carry that out throughout most of our shows. And it's almost an unconscious thing. It just, something clicks and you've got it's like the second wind that you get when you're so tired, you're so exhausted doing all these things. But then something hits you, something clicks. It's just a bit of adrenaline and boom, off you go. And that's, we just ride it out until the end. And the set goes so quickly that it definitely keeps up, I would say, till the end.
Man, that energy though, it's pretty, you know, going back to it's pretty special to watch, you know. Like I can't run around like I used to, my youthful energy, you know.
Oh yeah, I know. And look, I surprise myself. I'm not gonna lie to you, Nev. I surprise myself on stage. Like I like to keep myself pretty decent, but I'm definitely not the most. You wouldn't look at me and think, oh, she's packed of energy. She's just a go-getter. I don't know. I'm not that kind of. I'm a little bit introverted, generally, but on stage something hits different, and I've got the energy to go through the set, and it's crazy. So hopefully I can keep that up as we get these higher stake shows. They keep coming, and you're going to want to keep that energy up. So I definitely relate to what you're saying. It's just, sometimes it just comes out of nowhere. You got to say.
Yeah, but you've also, I did say to you, you've got this, you're an absolute firecracker. You've got like this energy about you just in general. That's just, it's infectious to be around, and it's infectious to watch you. You just go, man, you've got something special. And that's you know, wonderful. And everyone, that's one thing I've been noticing. A lot of people are saying is like, man, that Mon, she's got that energy. She's got that. And I think it's infectious. And that's why people get into your band so much, is that there's something on that stage, not just the Red Pants of power, something about red, color red, but
makes you go faster, you know.
It does. It does. I always have a bit of red.
What you're saying is so wonderful. And I'll probably just add on in saying that, like, all of those, everything that you're saying, and you're saying that it's infectious and that other people are saying that too. And I'm hearing that, I'm seeing all of that. And I will say that definitely carries out onto the next show. You get this sort of positive reinforcement from shows, definitely goes into uplifting the next one. Almost if nothing else, it's just the expectation that's placed on you, the precedent that you set for yourself, you know, oh, she was such a firecracker at Full Tilt. I wonder if this next show, they're going to add up. They're going to be the same. They're going to be better. You know what I mean? It's like, you're always trying to push yourself to be the next best thing. So, yeah, that positive reinforcement definitely helps there. It gets into your brain. It lodges itself there, and you remember it throughout the whole show.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, you also did the shows with Caligulas Horse. Those dudes are awesome. Coast boys, you know. I've known
Coast, which coast?
Goldie.
Gold Coast. Yeah. Okay. It's funny that you say that because I'm from the Central Coast. And when you say coast, I'm like, I don't think so. Like, that would be epic. Like next door neighbors with Jimmy and the boys. That would be pretty cool. But yeah, no, Coast Boys. That was the first night of the tour. We played Gold Coast, and we had never played there before, so it was pretty fun.
Yeah. What was that barbecue bazaar?
Yeah, the Burley Bazaar. Yeah, it was. It was a really cool venue. I've got to say, like, I would go there for another show, and you know, it looks like a fun place to hang out. They got a pool table, they've got an air hockey table, like a bunch of arcade games and pinball machines, and a huge bar. It's pretty cool. I'm
gonna have to check it out. I mean, I live here
because you live there.
Yeah, but you know, Mo's is around the corner.
Oh, Mo's Desert Clubhouse. Yeah, never been there, but it looks cool.
It's rad. Like you guys would have like an absolute blast playing there, I reckon. Like,
I'll keep that in mind.
Christian and the team are like really, really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, they got a big screen.
It'd be Mo and the team.
Yeah, Mo. Buddy, I got a story about
Mo.
that.
Yeah.
Mo. Yeah. But they've got a big screen so you can visuals and
the visuals.
So good.
That's always a plus, I will say. The Canberra show that we played with Caligulas Horse was the only date where we had a digital screen, and that was sick. It really does boost the stage show like to the next level. I mean, you've got your banner in the background, which is always good for photos, but there's something that hits different about the digital setting with the visuals going on. It definitely amps it up. It's like having a good light show. Like there's a difference between just a single lit stage and an actual LD backing you up. I think that makes all the difference sometimes.
It's right. No, 100%. It makes it look so pro.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. And the photos and the videos that come out of it, it's just magical.
That's it. But I've, you know, I guess I played many venues where like the old banners, half hanging off, half falling down, and someone's trying to fix it half, and you just go,
yeah. And then you end up waving it as a flag and chucking it into the crowd. I feel like that's the kind of show that we've all been to and loved at some point in our lives.
But how was the Brisbane? You played the zoo as well.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. There's something in the water up there. You must know what it is. You live there, but it's funny. I've been saying that these days we're more of a Brisbane band than we're a Sydney band because we've played. It's funny. Our drummer Ben, fairly new to the band, he has played in Brisbane 3 times now and never in Sydney. He has. Oh, actually, no. Now he has. Our Caligulas Horse show. I mean, look, there's loopholes. He's played in like Wollongong and stuff, I'm pretty sure. But his first hometown show happened after he had already played 3 shows in Queensland. And they were good, decent shows too. So it's funny, like we might as well just relocate up there. We love it there. And the zoo, that show, night 3, I was actually really worried about that show because look, at Full Tilt, I didn't really, I wasn't as careful as a vocalist should be in terms of post-set caution, I guess, being poor. Typically what you would do is kind of semi-isolate yourself after that, after the second show and, hit the steam, hit the tea. And I did do that. But it was something about being in the environment at Full Tilt. I just wanted to talk and I just wanted to engage with people. And it was something that we haven't had the opportunity to do in so long, and catching up with old friends, and it was brilliant. So I will say woke up on the Sunday feeling fine, obviously, like not sick, but just like a bit rough in the chords. So I was naturally a little bit anxious about the Brisbane show, like, oh no, it's going to sound terrible, but we pulled through. And again, the adrenaline really does wonders. You can sort of push through it in the end. And Brisbane delivered. I don't think I would have gotten through that set if it weren't for the incredible crowd that was. They were so, such good energy. And like, it's so cool because every trip that we take, we're starting to see more and more people, singing the words to our songs and stuff. And that is a real indicator of when we found our niche and when we've found our people, I guess. And Brisbane keeps delivering on that. So you can bet your ass we'll be back as often as we can.
Well, you hit 1 million streams, didn't you, recently?
On a couple of songs, yeah. It's amazing. It just keeps coming. Like, I would say that is one of the more tangible on paper, like notifiers of our like quote unquote rising success, I guess. Is the Spotify. It's very consistent. And yeah, a lot of Brisbane listeners, people seem to be pretty happy with us up there. So definitely shows us where we're wanted, which is awesome. It's a good strategy. It's a good statistic to have. And it's just brilliant to see that people are still spinning it after, our record that we released in late 2018 is still getting some really decent coverage, but I think it's about time for something new. So we've got that coming. Don't worry.
That was in my questions.
I'm sure it was.
Some of the same questions from the other day, but So what's going on with recording and stuff?
Oh yeah, it's done. Don't you worry. Yeah, we've got plenty in the pipeline. We actually it's funny that it's good that I get to speak to you now, because in between when we last spoke and now, lots has happened. So there's plenty to keep you updated on, and you'll get the first scoop. Because we just recorded a music video just the other day with Colin Jeffs. He is a wizard.
He is.
He really is.
Colin.
Again, something in the water in Brisbane. You guys just have it. You got it down. It was fantastic. And so that's for the single, which once that's in the pipeline, then we'll cook up some magic and we'll get that out to you as soon as we can. It's just a matter of getting all the assets ready. And once all that's done, then we're on track to release our new record, which we're very excited to do.
Has it got a name?
Should I tell you?
Oh, no, I don't know. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, so we're not technically like yeah. It's one of those things where you're like, look, we're not popular enough for people to really care, but it's like feels. Oh no, it's called I Don't Know What I Am. That's the record.
I like that.
Yeah, it. I think it captures who we are and what we are, in the sense that we don't know. We're doing what sounds good and what feels good. And are we prog? Are we metalcore? We're not metalcore. Are we this? Are we that? What genre are we? Keep getting the question, never know how to answer it. And I think that this is a little bit of a melting pot of what we have to offer. But at the same time, it's hopefully I would say it's consistent enough for people to jump on the bandwagon. If they like what they hear, they'll be there. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, one song's jazz and one song's pop and one song's this. It's not quite like that. But all I'm saying is we haven't really been able to tie ourselves down to a certain label for lack of sounding too pretentious, because it does sound pretentious to some, but I think you'll get it when you hear it. It's definitely got those themes of identity and figuring it out. We're on this big rock floating in space, and there's plenty still to figure out during our time.
That's true, but it's true though. I mean, you guys are a hard band to nail down musically.
I would say so.
You definitely, I think I said it last time, you definitely prog. You got the proggy stuff, but it's not, it's prog, but it's not tied down to just prog. It's more, see? I can't even.
It's progressive. I feel like
what did you
it's
say it was? Yeah, it was progressive.
progressive metalcore.
No. When I spoke to you in Brisbane, you said, see, I'm trying to remember. You said it's not prog. You said it's like a.
I feel like because
progressive.
I feel like I know what I might have said. It's that I define prog and progressive in my head as two separate things.
That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. So in my mind, it's you've got when I say prog, we have this immediate association with the types of bands we're thinking of. We're thinking about Caligulas Horse, Dead Letter Circus, Dream Theater, even, you know, Mars Volta, even like all prog is its own niche. It's a very technical, very genty, very mathematical, and very precise, beautiful music. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. But then I see progressive as more of just a freely associated adjective onto whatever else you want to tie it down to. You know, progressive something, progressive pop, progressive metal, progressive jazz. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you can have progressive anything, and it basically just means someone who's doing something a little bit out of the ordinary, away from the curve. And I think that I would like to think that is us. But I mean, you could even have progressive prog, as far as I'm aware, in my head.
Prog.
And that would really be different, because that's like going away from the curve of going away from the curve. It's pretty meta like that. But basically, when I think of us, I like to describe us as progressive, but not necessarily prog. Not saying that I won't take the label, because honestly, you can call it whatever you like, as long as you're listening and as long as you're happy, then I'm happy.
I do like the progressive prog. That's like
progressive prog.
Progressive
Who's
prog,
like
prog.
the most prog band? I think they deserve that title. Oh my god, that would be like like maybe who is it? It's an instrumental band. Oh, they're really cool.
Animals
as leaders.
Yeah, that's
them. That's their prog.
They're prog. Progressive prog. Yeah. It's like Inception.
Yeah.
It's like
you know, you could. I would probably draw the line at that title. If someone tried to tell us that, I'd be like, no, please, no. Like, I'm not that much of a prog listener myself. Not saying, again, like, I think it's gorgeous, but I'm just not. It's not really my niche. I feel like it comes more from like our bassist Miles, for example. He's a little bit more like inclined towards that direction. But that's the beauty of it, because then Brandon is just as metalcore as they come. He's if Alpha Wolf had a guitarist position, he'd jump in, he'd jump ship, he'd like, bye guys. Just kidding. He probably wouldn't do that. But I'm just sort of saying, like, that's him in a nutshell. So when those two things collide, and then you've got like a clean vocalist, it sort of turns into what it is. Yeah.
And you know what? You're right. Like, I guess the prog thing is you get all the guitarists, those that it's like 20-minute guitar solos.
Yeah. Long songs. If I've learned anything on our tour with Caligulas Horse and Acolyte, the opening band as well, they've got like 4 songs in their set list, I swear, because they're just so long, and they're these beautiful epic pieces of music. But part of me is just like, our brains don't really work that way, or they probably could if we tried and we set our minds to it. But in what we're doing right now, I think it works best for us if we keep it to the standard 4-ish minute mark.
Because it gets, you know. I love that stuff. I do. I've got this theory. I reckon all those guitarists need to get together and start a school for guitar wizards and call it Progwarts.
Progwarts.
See?
Oh boy. Oh, I like that.
That's why. No, that's terrible. I should edit that out. It's horrible.
I think you should patent that.
Oh, I should.
Before someone steals it.
Oh no, they will.
Furiously writing notes.
It's just going.
I'll have my people contact your people.
Yeah. Throw me a Progwarts shirt. Oh.
Yeah, I'd buy it.
That is a really good idea. Okay, I'm gonna go make some Progwarts shirts for all my guitar friends. There you go.
Done.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
And-
not a guitar friend, but I'll wear it
Yeah.
in solidarity.
Rockworks School of I don't know.
Shred craft and like and lickadry or something like that.
Oh man. I think yeah. Okay. All right.
I think this is cooking. I think you should write it down.
I'll cut you in, friend. I'll cut you in. We'll. I think we've cooked up some just
We're in
riffing
business.
on Monday night, riffing on lame jokes, and I think it's come to fun.
That's when the best ideas happen.
I know.
Monday night over Zoom.
I'm not even drinking. I'm not using beer, and I'm just having a cup of Judas Priest. But yeah. But I mean, what else you got coming up? I mean, oh, wait a minute. There is that one thing. Monolith. Yeah.
There is that one. Speaking of prog.
Yeah. Talking about
Monolith, the most prog fest of all prog fests. Nah, it's cool because I think that riding off the exciting success that was Full Tilt, Monolith feels like the perfect place to go after that. Being another festival and also kind of a little bit more of a niche audience. And I think a little bit more intentional, I guess you could say, because at a festival, everyone's just there to see everyone and love everyone. And what's exciting is that, I feel like Full Tilt probably garnered a little bit of that attention, which was fantastic. And then I think that Monolith is the perfect segue for those people to funnel back in to come see us again and also, see a bunch of incredible bands. But being one stage as well, I think that it makes sense being the next step of and also being the second band on the lineup. That's going to be really cool. But yeah, we're really excited for Monolith. We're not saying that something won't pop up in between now and then, but our priority is to release. So that comes first. Hopefully we'll have some really sick announcements to make when we do release our music and start announcing everything there. So hopefully in the next few months you'll see a lot more from us, but Monolith will be a really good sequel, I guess, to everything that's happened so far in the year.
I'm trying to read in between the lines here because you keep saying that, this thing's going on, there may be. I was like, Lizzie, you know some stuff.
I hate being cryptic. I do.
But
I don't want to be too pretentious about it. It's just like, it's sort of look, lots of exciting stuff is cooking. It's just timing. It's all timing, I think. And I feel like anyone in a band who might be listening to this knows exactly where we're at. It's not that I'm keeping secrets. It's more like and I don't even, full transparency, there's probably not even too much that you don't already know. It's more just a matter of lots of things cooking, lots of pots currently being stirred, but no one's serving up the soup yet. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good way of putting it, hey?
Yeah.
I like that.
Soup's not ready yet, but it's cooking.
Sit down, Nev. Dinner's not ready, fool. I'm very excited about what you guys have coming up. And of course, I mean, that festival, Karnivool and Cog. I remember seeing Cog in a room about this size when they first started and just going, I know something's going to happen. And now look at them. Huge.
I'm most excited, not quite most excited because I'm excited to see everyone, but I'm almost most excited to see Ocean Grove. Love. They're kind of the outlier on this lineup, I would say, because they're probably the most, I guess you could say, mainstream style of music that they're playing. But coming back to our whole prog/progressive thing, they're definitely progressive in what they're doing. I will tell you that. They're not a prog band, but they are making waves in the sort of revival nu metal scene, which is very exciting. And I like to use like words like sparkly and shiny to describe this sound because it sounds very polished and futuristic. It's awesome. I adore them, and I listened to their latest album very recently, and it's sick, and I cannot wait to see them and play with them and chat with them. It's gonna be exciting,
Mate. It's all happening. It's all happening.
It is certainly all happening.
And the new metal thing is making its way back in too.
Absolutely. You know, Red Hook is another example.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, that's another thing also is I feel like at the moment, especially, there's some really powerful females in fronting heavy bands in our country right now that are just really pushing the boundaries and really showing that you guys are just incredible at what you do. Emmy's amazing. You're amazing. Monica from last month.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I've got daughters, so I really would like to, you know what I mean? Like, I as a dad would love to see them up there performing like you guys,
Oh, incredible. Well, absolutely. I'm hearing everything you're saying, and I feel like there are so many like incredible people, like me and like Emmy and like Monica, like out there at the moment. And I feel like it's a matter of like just owning our place here, like, and making it whatever the hell we want it to be. I think it's the time has expired for like feebly inching our way into the spotlight kind of thing. I think it's a matter of taking the spotlight where it is warranted and where the talent is, and there's plenty of talent to go around. And when it is given, then just absolutely using it to whatever unique potential you have. And if people like it, great. And if they don't, no worries. And I feel like more often than not, people do like it and people do grab it. People like you who have daughters, people like me who basically pretended to be, not pretended, but like tried to make myself a boy or a man, like when I was in my youth coming into this scene, just feeling like that's what I had to be because I was in rooms full of men. I'd just wear nothing but baggy t-shirts and jeans and hoodies up and like just kind of stomping all over my femininity because I felt like it didn't really have a place here. But I think I'm coming a lot more into that now because I'm seeing a lot of people like Emmy, like Monica, like all of the beautiful Monument, those brilliant brilliant people, and just going, yep, okay, you can do it. I guess I can do it. And I'm not saying I'm the most feminine person out there. I don't even wear makeup on stage, but that's just because that's my choice and that's my prerogative. Again, like, I'm not saying that makeup defines femininity either. I'm just saying that like it's ours now. It's who we. It's for lack of sounding too cheesy. It's who we want to be, what we want to be, and we just sort of go with it these days. And I think that's becoming more and more like that's coming more and more to surface, and people are getting more and more excited about that individuality. And I think that that's epic, and it definitely helps me gain my confidence to see all these people out there. So I can only imagine what it would do for people who haven't yet hit the stage, which is sick. And I can hope that I can be one of those people that can inspire some people in the future. That would be epic.
Away, my friend. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Hey,
Oh yes,
so
absolutely.
Cool.
We all have our own idols that we look up to, and being part of the emerging generation is something that I definitely don't want to take for granted. It's something that it's like, okay, what do I wish I had when I was a little younger? And then I think everyone doing that, coming down the line, coming through the ranks, who knows what we're going to be seeing on the stage in 20 years time. And I'm so excited for that change. I think it's going to be excellent.
Well, I definitely hope it's my daughter. I hope
I hope so too.
She's my youngest daughter. She's very, I don't know, she's all about dancing and singing and jumping around and everything.
Nice.
So I'm trying to steer the way.
Well, let me know. Send me tickets to the first show. I'll be there.
I'll tell her that.
Oh, please do. If that's what is the catalyst, then 100%.
Oh, mate, that's awesome. She'll dig that. I'll show her that. That's really
Oh,
cool.
good.
But mate, Zoom's yelling at me. Zoom's saying, "Oh,
I
we're
see
running
that.
out of time." Oh, you see it too. Oh,
I
did
think
you
so.
see that?
Yeah, I do. The time left. Yeah.
They want me to upgrade to Pro, but
Oh, dickheads.
now no.
Capitalist.
Damn you, Zoom.
Mm.
But
Who
hey,
owns that one? Probably Elon Musk as well.
oh, all of them. Yeah, they all. Yeah, they're probably.
Yeah.
Probably, but I do like Zoom. Don't kick me off Zoom.
Oh yeah.
But hey, Mon, it's been awesome hanging out with you again. I'm
It
glad
sure
we got to
has.
make this up. But you know,
Yeah, it worked out really well. You know, we've had plenty of new updates to talk about, even in the last few weeks. So it's great. I think it worked out for the best.
I think so. And we will see you at Monolith Festival in Brisbane, and we'll have all the ticket links. And of course, we'll be keeping an eye on when that the new single's gonna drop. You got to send it.
Can't wait.
Fanging.
Oh, you know, you'll be
here.
the first one to see it. Don't worry. Thank you so much, Nev. It's been so fun.
Hey, awesome. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon, my friend.
Yay. Okay.
Bye, mate.
Bye.